swing, and so is. The NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. The crowd here in anticipation of their home team Cavaliers in an interconference battle here at the Quicken Loans Arena. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Duncan out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Parker in at the point guard position.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
Now here's Parker. Pass to Aldridge. Baseline try. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Moscow. Irving dishes to Love. James outside. Back to Irving for three. Good, and the assist goes to James. Irving's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And speaking of Irving's star status, last season a signature shoe in his name. I see, in fact, you and Clark are wearing them tonight. That's always a big deal.
Kevin, that's an elite club to be in. Only the true superstars get that kind of status. He certainly got the flash to go with the substance.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Now here's Parker. Green kicks to Parker. To the paint. Aldridge, the pass to Green. And it's going to be a 3-second call. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. LeBron against Green. Outside Irving. Pass to Fry. Back to Irving. Kicks it out to James. 6 to shoot. Inside. Mozgov dishes to Love. Cleveland moving the ball around. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Not a fast start here for the Spurs. Searching for their first points of the game. And the wide open shot from Green. No good from outside.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
The San Antonio Spurs, a team that has had such a strong core and is so disciplined, Clark, it's hard to see them struggle, even think of them struggling, even on the road.
Well, you know, last season they did have trouble at times on the road, but 22-19, still not too bad.
For 3, that's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Love kicks to Irving, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And for the Spurs, on the road, it was the scoring. They were so good at home, but scored 8.5 points less per game on the road. That was the biggest margin in the NBA.
Now here's Parker. Kicks to Green. Outside Aldridge. Shot clock at 5. And here's Leonard from 3. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
Boy, it's been a long time since the Spurs had a losing record on the road, so there aren't any concerns for them. I mean, they've never had a losing road record since Tim Duncan was drafted. Wow, that's back to 1997.
For a long time in San Antonio, it's been about the big three, and rightfully so with all their wins, and Kawhi Leonard seems to be their future.
And Kawhi and the big three recognize that and are trying to ease the transition period, and if you know the Spurs, they'll make a smooth transition, won't they, Kevin?
Absolutely. Now here's Irving. 5 points in the game. Back to James. He feeds it to Fry. To the middle. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And guys, for Kawhi Leonard and the Spurs, Coach Popovich already sees him as the next guy. He told Leonard not to think of the big three, but to think of himself as the big one.
Now here's Mills. Back to Martin. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game. And guys, with what Popovich said about Leonard, small things like that can be the catalyst to get a player to reach greatness. Sooner or later, this will be Kawhi's team.
Here's Fry. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going. And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to
go. Here's LeBron. Soft touch off the glass. James has got his third bucket of the night.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Leonard with no one around. The shot's good on the assist by West. Leonard's got 5 now.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
Irving can't get it to go. Spurs trail by 6. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the rejection by LeBron. Dishes it to Irving. Love the pass to Fry. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
James, and the rejection by Leonard. Here's West. And a chance to hear from Tony Parker, who said he lives for the challenge of...
I always try to improve.
And in Tony Parker's case, great is what he wanted to be and has been for a long time.
You know, that's great because that shows Pops and why he's one of the best in the game. You got to be able to drive and motivate and also give the confidence. And that's what's happened with Tony Parker. Remember when he first came on the scene, it was not a cakewalk for him. He had his struggles, and now we're talking about a guy who's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. LeBron James is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Fry in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second.
And guys, remember, LaMarcus Aldridge last January suffering a torn ligament in his thumb, scheduled to undergo surgery and miss 2 months of the season. But he opted to tough it out and keep playing. And boy, how big was that for the Blazers?
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And Aldridge postponing that thumb injury surgery, even though they said it might double his eventual recovery time.
Yeah, I think it's pretty admirable that he was out there because he wasn't just playing in pain. He was playing hurt. That shows you his commitment to winning.
And you know what? Last season, Tim Duncan added another record to his growing resume. I mean, he passes Karl Malone as the all-time leader in double-double.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
No doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
The dish now to Aldridge. Out to Parker. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
The Cavaliers leading by 9. Irving dishes to James. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Irving kicks to James. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. With Duncan in the double-doubles record, it says so much about just how he has delivered on the floor, Clark, for so long.
Yeah, and if you're wondering, double-doubles didn't get recorded until fairly recently. Don't let that take away from what Duncan has accomplished. He's one of the all-time greats.
And the thing about LeBron James, he's really done a nice job of reshaping his game.
It's this simple, guys. No rebounds, no rings. We need to dominate the glass. Bigs, get the ball off the rim and get it out to our guards so we can get out in transition.
Just as has been the case for LeBron.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Talking about the strength of LeBron now, we saw Michael Jordan do this too. It didn't, they paid a lot of attention to their body as they got older, and thus they became more sculpted. They looked more physical.
Exactly. Leaned up and altered their games a bit. Not nearly as high flying, but just as potent and as effective.
Leonard, he's checked in for San Antonio.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
To the inside, and stolen by Love. To the inside. Cleveland moving the ball around. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot. Spurs trail by 15. Parker passes to Duncan. Parker dishes to Green. Irving against Parker. Back to Green. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Green's got 5 now.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
Arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed. The finish.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
Man, I got to pick my jaw off the floor after that one, guys. Scoring well here at the midway point, and now they're starting to put some distance between them.
Well, offensively, they just continue to roll. I mean, they're padding that lead bit by bit as a result.
Tipped away and stolen by Love. And Fry kicks to Irving. The pass to Fry. A 3-ball. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 5 assists in the game.
Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
You know, Greg, sometimes you'll see an individual guy go on a shooting tear like this, but the whole squad Wow. They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Yeah, they've got a little bit more pep in their step as they start to put together some rhythm.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. A different look now for Cleveland. J.R. Smith's checked in for Fry. Shumpert comes in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. David West, he's checked in for Duncan. Kyle Anderson comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Manu Ginobili's checked in for Green. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Mills dishes to Aldridge. Ginobili the pass to West. There's the feed to Mills. A floater. Shot is no good.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
And so a pretty...
Coach, you're going to...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 14 points, 2 block shots, and 1 rebound. And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started.
And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. And the players having a chance to have a short break. Can get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Yeah, you just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his
It's just simple, guys. No rebounds. No rings. We need to dominate the glass. Bigs, get the ball off the rim and get it out to our guards so we can get out in transition.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
And Mills kicks to Anderson. Ginobili dishes to Aldridge. Anderson outside. 5 to shoot. The 9-foot shot. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland the other way now. And for LaMarcus Aldridge, always praised for his terrific shooting. His rebounding, as we know, Greg, has always been fantastic. Over the past 2 seasons, he's averaged double-digit boards.
And that's why so many teams wanted him in this last free agency period. His ability to put points on the board as well as clean the boards. What a deadly combination.
Here's Dellavedova. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Smith. No good. West with some nice D.
You know, on the topic of Aldridge's rebounding, I mean, he doesn't do it by banging people around. He does it with positioning, timing, and length. And you can say that about most of his game. Quietly, effective, and impactful.
Cleveland moving it around. The drive by Love. Smith with a wide open look. That ball, clean assist by Love. And the Cavaliers lead by 20.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
And guys, going back to Aldridge.
On the defensive end, I want some of you to crash the glass.
He had the torn ligament in his left thumb, but still fought through it to become the Blazers' all-time leader in rebound.
It's blocked. That's tipped. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
The Cavaliers leading by 20. Love right side. West with the steal. Ginobili kicks to Mills. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
West with the block.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
Cleveland's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Three-pointer, Dellavedova sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Dellavedova's got 5. Spurs trail by 21.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Love right side. And stolen by Aldridge. And now the fast break, Ginobili with the ball. Shumpert with the steal. Love against West. Shumpert passes to Smith. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Aldridge. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. And for Kyle Anderson, he had so many traits, Greg, the Spurs were looking for when they drafted him back in 2014. But he spent pretty much the entire season on the Pine.
Yeah, and you know that Coach Pop makes his guys earn their minutes. You know, he doesn't care if he took you in the first round or if you're an undrafted free agent. He's going to play the guy who helps his team win. You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
1:46 left to play in the third. And stolen by Aldridge. In transition, here come the Spurs. Anderson dishes to Mills. Shumpert with the steal. From deep three-point range, once again off the mark by Cleveland.
You know, talking about Kyle Anderson, he's a bit of a polarizing prospect, has a multifaceted skill set. I mean, excellent court vision, outstanding length, doesn't have elite athleticism, absolutely needs to get stronger, but he's got a lot of game.
Now Cleveland moving it up. West against Mozgov. That's a 2 from Dellavedova. And Mills kicks to Ginobili. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
And guys, getting back to Kyle Anderson, not a fit for every system. I mean, he's a guy who needs the ball in his hands to be effective, and he's much more of a facilitator than a finisher at this stage.
West kicks to Mills, looking for Ginobili. He gets it there. There's the triple. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Ginobili's got 5 now.
Well, what a smart pass that time by Aldridge.
Cleveland leading by 15. Dellavedova from outside. Smith against Anderson. Love outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries to snap the cold streak. That's good. He's got 10. There's 10 seconds left in the third. And stolen by Love. Dellavedova from outside, and it would have counted at it. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Cleveland's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court for Cleveland, Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Smith in at the small forward position. From deep. No good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Feeds to Leonard. Duncan outside. Now here's Leonard. Duncan with a screen on Smith. Shot clock at 5. Duncan, the pass to Aldridge. There's Green with the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Dellavedova's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Smith with it. He's picked up by Parker. Cleveland moving the ball around. Offensive rebound.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Outside, Green. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 3 assists in the game. The Cavaliers leading by 15. Here's Dellavedova. Out to Shumpert from past the arc. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Over to the left wing. It's Parker with the drive. Back to Duncan. He dishes it to Green. Can't hit from in close.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Smith for 3. Green with the rebound.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Cleveland's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. And it's Smith again missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Parker outside. Down low. Here's Duncan over Shumpert. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. The Cavaliers leading by 15. Dellavedova dishes to Love. To stop the drought. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Duncan with a screen for Leonard. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Kawhi Leonard with another great season last year earned his first Defensive Player of the Year award with his outstanding play.
And for Leonard, he became the first perimeter player to win one since 2004. That just shows you how incredible his defense was at times.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Channing Fries checked in for Smith. James comes in for Shumpert. And Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
They trail by 15. We've got 1:48 left in the game. Up top, Leonard, guarded by Fry. And good on the basket. Book it. 13 points for Leonard.
And, you know, for Leonard, you can add that Defensive Player of the Year award to his hardware list, and that puts him in elite company, one of only 3 players to win Defensive Player of the Year and Finals MVP. The other 2, Jordan and Olajuwon.
He kicks to Green. Aldridge, the pass to Parker. He feeds it to Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from the wing. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
And for Leonard, winning the Defensive Player of the Year Didn't change him at all. I mean, he received a car for winning that award and gave it to charity. Went out of his way to thank his teammates during his acceptance speech. I mean, I think it speaks of his character and really the impact that Popovich has had on him and that entire Spurs team.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Cavaliers?
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Well, you've also got to love how aggressively they've taken that ball to the basket and scored off dribble penetration.
Back to Aldridge. Out to Parker. On the wing, Green. Nobody near Parker. And it's Irving with the rebound.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
And stolen by Aldridge. The open shot by Leonard. Cranes the jumper to finish the break. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question about it. That would be all she wrote.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here are the Spurs. They're on a 13-5 run here.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to end on a high note. Too bad this run didn't develop sooner for them.
Irving kicks to Fry. From deep three-point range, no luck.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot.